great show. UNLV and Hawaii on the island. We've got UNLV 11-point road favorites in Hawaii, 58 the total. It's hard to ignore the fact that this Hawaii team, now last week it was a sweat, I'll be honest, against Utah State. That was looking dubious, but they got the late backdoor scores necessary to get inside the number and lose by 7, 41-34. That defense is starting to come apart again for Hawaii. You wonder if they're getting worn down. They don't have a lot of depth on defense. Long season. They're starting to get tired, I think, Hawaii. They gave up 41 to Utah State, 55 to Fresno. That does concern me, but so does UNLV's defense, which has been pretty bad for most of the last 5 weeks. I mean, they've given up 37 or more in 4 of their last 5 games, other than the San Diego State game. So right away, I'm thinking we see points in this game. 58 might be worth a look to the over. Of course, Brumfield back for UNLV at quarterback. Schrager at the quarterback spot for Hawaii. He's actually not been playing that bad lately. Shager, I should say. Braden Shager for Hawaii. He's been able to move the ball. Parson on the ground's done a decent job. Dedrick Parson for Hawaii. And we know, again, this UNLV defense has been shaky. Does UNLV win the game? Probably. And they better, because UNLV has no margin for error now after losing to Fresno State. They are 4-6, and they need to win out against Hawaii and Nevada to end the battle for the Fremont Cannon next week. They're going to have to win against Hawaii, and they're going to have to win against Nevada next week as well in that rivalry game to be bowl eligible. And for them to start the season the way they did and not make a bowl game and somehow don't win these last 2 games, that's a real bad sign maybe for Arroyo and his future here at UNLV. They got to get to a bowl game. They should beat Hawaii. They should, Nevada's been terrible this year. You should win that game next week, although rivalry games are crazy. Anything can happen. Funny things can happen in those games. But for UNLV not to make a bowl game with the start to the season they had, that might be enough to say, you know what? That's it, Marcus. Sayonara, pal. That could be the case if they don't win these last 2 games. That being said, we're betting numbers, not teams. Hawaii's been competitive here, especially at home. I think they've covered 5 in a row under Timmy Chang at home here on the island. The Utah State game at home covered. Wyoming at home covered. Nevada won outright at home in that game. So you look at these recent home games, 3-0 ATS, the last 3 home games in Mountain West play for Hawaii. So I think taking the points and also the over, I'd look to that as well. What do you think, CMAC, UNLV, Hawaii?
Yeah, UNLV. After that start and that maybe get to a bowl game is not going to be good. But these are 2 winnable games. But I don't know how easy this will be for this team. It's just never easy to go there and win, even though I think UNLV has a better team, especially with Brumfield. And Hawaii's got to run it. They get over 200 yards. They've been good all year. And Rebels, their defense have played better. They're wearing down a little bit. You talked about Hawaii. So maybe the over is in play. They've given up 200 yards 2 of the last 3 on the ground. So if I was Hawaii, I'd run it. UNLV should be able to score. I kind of lean Hawaii in the points. I just don't know. Maybe you need that back door again in this one. And I'd lean over. I think we get points. These defenses just look out of it